Tilt 2016 has identity as an overall theme. Of course, this has turned out to several more themes in the different municipalities that we're visiting. But the theme identity came from both working on the artistic idea of the professional piece that's touring Tilt this year, Promise of Departure, which started with the refugee crisis and the need of talking about refugees as something else than just a mass group of people, that they are also individuals. Now the piece has ended up somewhere else, but yeah, that's where it started. And also because Tilt 2015 in Østfold was very successful, but we felt that it didn't have one theme that tied the whole project together, that made it easier to discuss the project. Having an overall theme that both included the professional piece, but also all of these projects that's developed in all these little small municipalities really helped us tie everything together. There are several reasons why these 6 municipalities that were chosen was chosen. It started with the regional theater and with the collaboration with them, because we knew a couple of years back that we were going to do this 2016 Tilt together with them.
Actually, Anne took contact and was talking about Tilt, telling me that they were going to apply for money for this project, and it sounded quite interesting. So I said yes, put our name on the schedules and go on.
The theater represents a very, very, very large region with 2 counties. One county is called Oppland, the other one Hedmark. And from a political point of view, it was important that both of these counties got equal amount of activities.
It's 2 sides of this. One of them is about art and dance, understanding that your body is a thing you can move and it's quite fun. But I think maybe what I see as the most important thing is that we are gathering people from small societies. We are making spaces for them to meet, to have fun, to get in contact. And I think we are making a kind of a space for being proud of where I am living, proud of my hometown, my home place. The meeting between this social project and the art project are the essence of Tilt, I think.
And then the question was, where do we want to go? Do we want to visit the bigger towns, or do we want to go out into the rural areas of this district? The region of Innlandet, which is both Hedmark and Oppland, is really a rural area. I mean, if you look at the totality of the geography, it's a rural area. They have bigger towns, but most of all, they have lots of little villages. And therefore, when we went in with identity as a theme, it was natural to look into rural areas. And also we wanted to make the point that bigger towns can easily access these rural areas. This was a calculation on our part too, because we want Teater Innlandet to own the project. We want them to own Tilt together with us. Stange is a small town right next to a bigger town, Hamar, which is one of the centers in the region of Innlandet. In the proximity of Stange and Hamar, there is a lot of dance activities already taking place, but they don't know about each other necessarily. So all these smaller municipalities related to Hamar, and especially Stange, they engage in dance activities already, and they do quite a lot even before 2016.
It was interesting because even though there was a lot of the same things from different places, it was also very different because of the places are different. So for example, here in Stange, we were thinking, what is Stange? What is this identity in Stange? And from there became the ideas of what Tilt could be here. And that's also why it ended up being what it was here, with the låvedans, which is very natural here, with all the farms, and swing dancing, which is very active actually, and with making a performance out in the nature, because Stange has really beautiful nature, and use the what's here and what makes Stange Stange kind of.
So we wanted them to feel the strength in being together. And I think performance going along the route of Ottestadstien, where all these smaller groups of dances were performing, showed not only these groups that they there are many of them, but it also showed the whole of population of Stange and Hamar and the region around as an audience that, wow, dance is fantastic.
I think what was really fantastic with this project is that you go around in different areas and you get to know people. You get to see what kind of resources and how great a lot of people are and what they have of skills and knowledge. And that has been such an amazing journey. And in Fagernes, there was a lot of people who was engaged from the very start. And I think also you have to really get to know the people in each place you come. If you think of people who took away the snow, the kindergarten, who made lanterns, you had so many people who were involved. I think it was more than 200 people who actually was some kind of engaged in the whole promenade. And then we got over 500 people coming to watch the show, which was fantastic.
The idea behind Reisen and the project in Tynset that involves 6 young people from Tynset and 6 refugees coming to Norway started with this meeting that we have in all these local communities, asking, what do you want? They said, we're having this project next year and we really want to put a focus on how we deal with immigration in our little local community.
Yeah. Når jeg kom til Tynset, Tynset en lite sted og veldig kaldt. Først jeg var ikke kjent med norsk kultur og dans og sånn greier, så når jeg ble litt mer kjent med norsk kultur og dans og de norske høytider, jeg synes det veldig flott. Norsk dans jeg liker selv når jeg danser I Reisen. Så det var veldig bra dans. Jeg likte det. Det som bra å bo I Tynset, det ikke noe konflikt her, det ikke noen rasister her, men det finnes overalt noen rasister og liksom. Men her ikke sånn som snakker stig om deg.
It's just seeing how they are together now. We're premiering today. Seeing them together after the dress rehearsal yesterday on the floor, being really enthusiastic for each other and just really good friends. That's really what this project is about. They have fun together. It's very nice to see.
That's actually maybe one of the biggest challenges, is to find the right person of each group, because the person leading each group is very important. So it's a long process actually. It's not just ask people, do you want to join? It takes a little longer to get them to know us and for us to get to know them.
It was really fun to see a lot of children who were really excited to dance. The experience for me was really exciting, and to see a lot of happy children and happy to learn a new dance and just dance around town, and I got a lot from it. I got a lot of how I can talk to a lot of small children and how to improve myself at teaching children, and it was really fun. There's a lot of children who are afraid. They don't know what dance is. They think it's like, I'm too scared to go up on stage. I don't know, I'm not that good enough. It's like dancing, what is it? It's weird. But when they try it, they really like it. They were like, oh, I didn't imagine I can be so happy with dancing, and I love being upstage.
It's very important for the company to join up with professionals in the different places where Tilt is taking place. If we're going to be able to have a long-term aim for the project that lasts beyond the point of us visiting them, we need to work with professionals in each place, because they are the ones who can hold on to the idea and keep developing it. Whether that is professional dancers, choreographers, or the head of culture in a town is not so important. The important thing is that they have a personal interest and a personal engagement into the aim of spreading dance and making dance a strong expression in their place. And with Therese Slob, who was responsible for Stange, who's a professional dancer, she's also a choreographer, she's running a dance school, but she also has this love of her place.
Dancing doesn't have very strong roots, I would say. And for a lot of people, I think it's a little unknown and they don't really know what to think about it. And it just seems like something they don't understand. and so they kind of closed it off a little bit. But then I heard many people actually come to me or came to others and told them that they realized that they actually loved dancing, which they never knew. They love to watch it, they love to see movements and then see it out in the nature, and young people and older people and children and all different kind of movements, and that some like grown-up people who never danced themselves but kind of fell in love with dancing. And that's one of the most wonderful things, I think.
Till 2016 has become more than we expected, because you put a lot of work into it, you put a lot of hours, a lot of effort, a lot of want to make it. I think some of the reason is that the theme of identity played a role in this, because I think all of these smaller places, when they felt that ownership, they knew was about their identity, as well as everybody else's identity that took part in the project. It just made it bloom, and it sort of gave the project a lot of energy, and it also created lots of really different projects in these 6 different places. And I think that is because we've given it to them as a gift. We said, okay, these are the resources. You have us, you have the company, with our dancers, with our administration, with our artistic expression and aims, and you have yourself. Now, what can we do together?
Having Panta Rei here and having the dancers here going into our studio, but also so many other dance areas. It's been like dance vitamins, I would say. They really come with so much passion and really lifted it. I feel when people come in and watch the performance, they really feel like a completely different connection to what they see on the floor. And also when they involve the youth and they come, then their parents come, and then I think the whole kind of society will over time get a completely different view and ownership to art and dance.